been quite tough because the subject matter today is matches. And we've been so many times to the Grand Old Lady, of course. So we've selected a few. Like you said, we'll probably bring others up depending on time and stuff like that. And I want to go chronological with it, of course, because it's you picked a good one, and I'd forgotten about us going to this, and it was us beating Fulham in 2004, 2005. As you can see there, Dunk with the finish, and we won 1-0. And you wanted to talk about it because we were there in attendance. If I remember rightly, we were in the lower Bullens for this one. And you wanted to talk about this game, man.
I just obviously because 2004 was a special year, wasn't it? We sold Rooney, we lost to Arsenal. It was all a bit of doom and gloom, wasn't it? And the second game in, Gravison turned up and absolutely was fantastic all the way till January, Stuart, pretty much, wasn't he? And Arteta came in, and we really pushed for the fourth spot, which, if I'm honest, Stu, with the squad that David Moyes had, and obviously losing Rooney, we didn't get to spend much. I think we bought two players in, which was Marcus Bent and Tim Cahill. Both were fantastic that season. Obviously, more so Tim Cahill, as he carried on through the seasons, he's very pinnacle headers. Stuart, we all know when I say Tim Cahill and headers, just that's why mate Dan Hughes absolutely hated him back in those days. But I chose that game, Stu, because it was pivotal, and I think Liverpool were quite close to catching with us, and it was one of those games where we were in control, like we are normally, and we just literally couldn't make the breakthrough. And I think it was like, as you say, I think it was like it said there, 68th minute. So we come into the last 20 minutes of the game. Duncan Ferguson's been a super sub all season, hasn't he? He come on and scored goals, and I think he's the most prolific sub that season in the entire Premier League, which is fantastic. He also retired last game of the season against West Brom, and he scored that penalty. And I remember him saying that his legs were gone, and that's why the penalty was so poor. But there's something that he was always good at, and one of the only few players to ever score a hat-trick with a header, and it's done. And he pulled that one out of the bag. I remember it was like a whipping. Was it a corner? I don't know actually. I think it was. So long ago. But I remember the goal going in, and we all going, ballistic as always. And it was just a massive moment that kept the push going.